This is our last one. It's a little bit bittersweet. I've enjoyed the Colonel.
Where are we? What day are we on of this long 3-day semester?
We are on day 3, and we were at the crossroads of doing a kill spell, like wiping Ashley from existence. We still have to make up our minds there.
Oh.
And I don't know if the Colonel will remember her. Like, I think we will, obviously. But I don't know if people remember Ashley or what the implications are if we do wipe her from existence. So, and I think the other option was just to forgo it. The nice thing is that I think no matter what we choose, even if one of them results in a game over, we can always quickly get back to it.
You open to a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page.
I could use the spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus. Oh, it's not removing Ashley, it's removing him. That's way too drastic. Couldn't you do something else? Like anything else not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger?
Okay, fine. It is drastic. But desperate times call for desperate measures.
Miriam, you've got a memory. Oh, sorry. I thought it was me. Sorry.
You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out.
Okay.
Also, our choice is erasing the Colonel from our memory.
Yeah. I kind of want to don't do it. Like, the whole point of this game is the Colonel. If it was Ashley, I probably would do it just to see what happens, and it would probably backfire on us, and he'd be like, "You're really annoying, you know that?" But
if we did do it, then it would be like starting all over, and we'd fall in love with him all over again.
That's right.
But we'd only have half a day.
Half a day to love the Colonel. Well, I don't know, man. I kind of feel like just passing on it. You cool?
Yeah, I don't know how deep this game is.
Yeah, what if the 3-day semester turns into a 15-day semester? We're like, let's pass.
Let's not do it. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement.
Ahem. I want you to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of.
His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. Reach for some old homework to give him as a snack. Ooh, tempting. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens.
You want to go safe?
Let's go safe.
Because I feel like if we handed him homework, he'd be like, "What are you doing with my assignment? I worked hard on that," or something like that. So I'd rather do safe. Watch this be the wrong one, honestly. Okay, we'll go with unpredictable.
Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses in on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns pale and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside.
Terrence! I told you never to come back here, Terrence. I will destroy you, Terrence.
Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off of his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence?
You'd better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again.
After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professorial tone.
The other squirrels are like, is it me, Lord? Ahem, I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, El Pollo, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see...
But before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by words and sparks coming from the back of the room.
Oh my goodness, are they making out?
Something's happening.
I told you to save it for after class. But I love you too much. Do you mind if I read for him?
Please do.
Okay. You make my circuits go. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank. Oh, sorry.
Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises.
That's his love language. But no, you just had to show off your cool friends, Jeff and Joan. J and J forever. Who in the world are Jeff and Joan? Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape.
Could they be the ones that were strapped to their backs, like the guides?
Oh.
You know, the first time you go skydiving, or the first few times they give you a guy on your back to do it for you.
Oh, yeah.
So you learn how.
Yeah. I think there's some skydiving services that's all they ever do is the guy strapped to your back.
Would make sense.
Which isn't that the way that you want to go with dying with some random dude impaling you? You land on the ground and he's like, I'm good. I'm fine. This guy's dead. I'm good though. Yeah, well, that doesn't make a great date. Why is he's like going sad to mad. He's like, I think he's a little bit.
He's getting emotional.
Bipolar, yeah.
A bipolar robot.
Then, yeah. This is like the movie Artificial Intelligence. The robots now have emotion. I want to go see the blue fairy, Papa. Have you ever seen that movie?
I think a long time ago.
It's so sad. The most heartbreaking scene is when the mom takes him out to the forest to leave him, the robot.
I don't remember that at all.
Oh, dude. Sometime we'll watch it together.
Okay.
We can call Kyle over. He'll watch it. He'll bring Liv. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down to the mountain or on a cliff for all I care. Sad beep. So sad. Are you breaking up with me? Self-destruct in 5, 4. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and a loud ding stops him in his tracks. Oh my goodness, bro.
He killed himself.
Yeah, he
just
killed
by
himself.
crying.
I was just kidding. No amount of seasoning is gonna make me want to eat that, Clank. Oh. That's all
Is
you.
it?
That's all you. It's a shoe.
Ooh, Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from.
I have to say, this is the most racist Air Jordans that Nike has ever made.
Oh, goodness.
In terms of deep friend footwear, I guess it looks okay.
Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down.
I don't think anyone could pretend that. That was the weirdest conversation. I had a hard time, like the first third of it, understanding what was the problem. Triangles are really strong. Like, I'm a little bit with Clank here. Jeff and Joan.
Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school.
Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena.
But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk.
Hey, Miriam, are you okay? Okay, I'm so mad. I could smash a tiny mug, spiraling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. Like, what? Oh my goodness. Hormones, am I right, David? How could he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone?
Gets you every time. Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure. So you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy.
Isn't it always? Us boys be silly. Oh my goodness. Speaking of which, have you seen... I'm sorry, I keep going off on these tangents. This will be the last one. Maybe.
We'll see.
Yeah, exactly. I love you have the appropriate amount of hope here. Have you ever seen...
What a silly boy.
Speaking of silly boys, have you seen Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift?
No? What is this?
Oh my goodness, David, where have you been? This is only the most sweeping thing in our nation right now. Taylor Swift just finished like the biggest, most rewarding tour of her life. The Eras tour. Like, I think just one of her concerts makes more than like, I forget. It's insane. Like the Super Bowl and also, I don't know. I gotta look up the stats. I'll look them up after we finish this game. But it's really suspect that of all teams for her to develop a boyfriend on happens to be the team that's won like the last, in the past 3 years, 2 Super Bowl championships. It's the Kansas City Chiefs. So it's like, And so his name's Travis Kelce.
Oh, yeah.
And anyway, he's a silly boy. All right, let's keep going. That took a very long time to... You know me, David. You know how I'd be. Dude, anyway, I am so enthralled like with this whole Travis Kelce Taylor Swift thing. Look, I do want to look up the stats on her concerts after this. I know that you know this, but I'm going to say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're going to cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. I was...
What's that?
This is why I don't read, David.
This is why these are the only games we're going to play from now on.
Oh, there's so many weird words.
Miriam obviously brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs. But she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way of success.
Did I really say it like that?
Yes!
I don't know what I thought it said at first. I think I don't know. I thought it was going a different direction, but it definitely didn't.
Yeah, I thought you were going a different direction too.
You're not going to saddle up on the Colonel's stallion and ride off in the sunset without... Oh, why am I reading it in that voice, bro? You're not going to saddle up on the Colonel's stallion and ride off into the sunset without me? Of course not. They should have put a question mark on that, by the way. Like, it should have been a question mark, but it was a period, that last one. Well, maybe, sorta, but...
She's
I'm
being
sure-
demanding.
Yeah. I guess I read it wrong. I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for the both of us, and whoever else we want to bring along.
Mm.
If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, all 3 days.
Pop?
So what? You remember the first episode? She was like, he's kind of cute. And you and I were like, oh. We were really weirded out by her kind of thinking he was cute. So we were hoping she meant it in like a more traditional sense of like, oh, he's a cute little kid. You're a special person who wouldn't settle for the first someone who shows a little interest, Annie. How?
No, they're all the same age.
Pop's a midget.
Miriam. Oh. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes away the tears from her cheeks.
I should really review my menu for today. I'm gonna make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. Do people say that?
Maybe you used to.
Love it up.
While you were pep-talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch. But that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You've decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish.
You know who's been like absolutely silent so far is Colonel and Ashley.
That's right. They're probably preparing too. Because this is it. The location of your final challenge. What?
Colonel. Anyway.
Behind our backs.
Yeah.
A test of will. A test of courage. A test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off of Van Van, the supposed man-man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on. Apoyo's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders.
The pedals are back.
El Pollo, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam.
Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory.
Pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? Well, that's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off.
And some fingers.
You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires. That decision gets hard to stick to when The oven timer goes off behind you. Oof, are you gonna ignore it like there's no sound at all, or fess up about your practice dish?
I'm kind of feeling honest.
You gonna burn it? Let it burn? Keep your secrets? You're gonna show him your pot pie.
Lord of the Rings, Frodo. All right then, keep your secrets. What do you want to do?
I think we can trust him.
Okay. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing.
Oh no! My nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards away.
Which happens to be how far I can throw this football with these forearms.
That's an oddly specific distance. You'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man.
You knew it was a pot pie just from that smell?
Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all butter crust.
Does anyone ever make any different pot pies? All I know is chicken pot pie. So like
probably.
a beef pot pie? That one never gets any airtime.
And my nose is telling me something else.
Oh no, is it burning?
No, I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. Oh boy. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. Moment of truth? Wow!
Does KFC have chicken pot pie?
I think so.
Man,
I don't hardly look through the whole menu. I've got like 2 or 3 things that I like.
Can I make a
This one even came with a spoon.
Can I make a controversial statement?
Please.
I really am not like crazy about chicken pot pie.
It's not my favorite either. I could go for one every now and then, like on a cold day.
Yeah, like it.
I think it's more of a northern thing, where it is colder.
I think it'd be better if it was like made from scratch, but if it's one of those like, Walmart or Target store-bought frozen ones and stuff, like, I'm not at all crazy about that stuff.
Yep, that's a lot of food.
Yeah.
It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules.
There are no rules that except to cook with everything you've got.
Oh my
You
goodness.
just hear someone in the background.
Here comes the music, baby.
You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory! Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes for their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely preparing to go big, going small. In my head,
such a confusing way to say that.
It almost didn't go through my head right.
You saying it, I was like, how is he? I got to the end of it and I was like, nearly had an aneurysm.
Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe. Registered. Fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash! What?
I love the attention to detail. The Kentucky accent.
Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth.
Best friend Baster? Blaster? Is it Baster Blaster? I guess Baster.
I think so.
Dude, I'm so stupid. Okay.
Van Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. It's rock and roll!
Dude, that explains a lot.
Oh, is he putting roids in his food?
You know what someone called my cousin one time? Reed Middick.
Mm-mm.
They called him because he used to like work out a ton, and so
Okay.
he got really big, like swole, like built like a truck. And someone commented on his Facebook one time. They were like, "What up, Roids Mahoney?"
Did he respond?
And I don't remember. I think Matthew told me about it, and he loved that name. Roids Mahoney. Hey, what's going on, man? You still lifting cars? It's ridiculous. Roids Mahoney. Anyway, sorry.
Oh, it's fun. It's fun. Fun stories. Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. Even Clank gets in on it.
5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique.
You barely made it through that. These moves.
I don't think I did.
Wait. When did Clank learn to speak English?
Good point.
It's the singularity, as was foretold.
Larry Barnes' favorite part of this game. The singularity. Fear the singularity.
We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all.
Self-destruct. Oh, he actually is gonna self-destruct. I didn't know what to say. That's funny.
Van Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide?
Probably.
You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic?
Merlin, you're not into that magic, are you? No, heavens no. Never touch this stuff. Let's do it the hard way, bruh.
Hero's route.
The hero's path.
Who needs magic when you've got passion? Well,
Amen.
passion.
Amen, brother. I'm gonna do it the hard way.
Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms. He gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, El Pollo. Miriam notices too.
I've always believed in you, El Pollo, even since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever.
You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station, cheering for you.
Marion, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, then who's cooking? Tiny food, short. My goodness, man. Why use big, many words when you were tiny
Few
food.
word.
Yeah.
Few word. Easier.
Few word easy. Why use big word when few word do trick? Wasn't that Kevin? Here's Kevin.
Yeah.
Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but
Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles.
Oh, I hope she knows what she's doing. Those bangs tell me no, though. It's the secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know that Colonel Sanders made up that first ingredient to throw you off the trail of his secret. Oh no!
The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes.
You want to read for Spork?
Oh no, this is your guy.
Oh,
I don't remember his voice.
It's been so long. It is I, Steve, the Spork Monster. Steve, wait, what happened to Gorko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We Spork Monsters are many. I think Gorko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle. So I say you're doing pretty all right. Oh, hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills and your crazy rap music. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind?
Steve the Spork Monster notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station.
Well, that's how you say it. I guarantee you I did not pronounce... I think I said grimoire like a moron. I see what you're up to. Crisscross applesauce. Some magical terms and accidentally summon me, huh? Yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, you mind tossing up some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know what this voice is? This is Green Goblin from Spider-Man 1 with Tobey Maguire.
He's back.
I'm something of a scientist myself. When I was just a little spork pup back in... I was trying to place this... I was like, where did this accent come from? I've heard this somewhere. I'm actually somewhat of a scientist myself, Peter. But back in the old country.
You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there.
Actually, you know what? Maybe you could just watch from the strands. Watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. You can't do this to me. Wanna know how much I sacrificed? It's kind of like that time in Monster School that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class and I just woke up. You toss a scared stare at Steve. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, David. I'm losing my mind.
You're fine.
Here.
It's Norman. Norman is the Green Goblin.
Okay, his name's Norman, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
You toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint.
Never mind. I'll tell you later. Good luck.
Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Oh.
We got our rock music playing. We can't give up now.
That's right.
Dude, why is this so motivating? I need this playing when I walk out the door to go to work every morning.
You can set it on your alarm clock.
Dude, I need to find this track. Can you imagine? Oh, dude. Oh. Okay, shredding. The beautiful guitar part. Okay, Metallica. Okay, I hear you. I can do this. I have whatever it takes. I came here to win. Oh my god.
Your head turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body.
We're going Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan!
My heart is pure. My hands are steady, arms ready. Mom spaghetti. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for...
Yes, Apollo. You are the chosen one. You will avenge me.
The power you'd been summoning immediately fades back out.
You interrupted my inspiring monologue, no name.
I'm sorry.
My heart is pure. My hands are steady. Knees weak. Mom's spaghetti. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment, and I will show my world my cookery.
You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body.
Oh my goodness, we are going Super Saiyan.
You know that with this power, you could do anything
May.
except turn back time, which would be super useful. Because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven. Can't be served.
Maybe for a mere mortal.
Don't worry, dear El Pollo. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today. I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with these punches. He steps up to your station, stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese. Time's almost up, so you're gonna need it. Gonna need that staff.
I still love that staff. I did send you a chicken-headed shaped box for your birthday. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules?
Following the rules had never been my thing. I follow my heart.
What an he's got a tear in his eye. Or both eyes.
What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts.
Are you suggesting
If we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union.
Time's up, students.
Oh, too late. With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for.
You must now prepare to present your dishes.
A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete.
It seems we're missing some students. Pop, Clank.
From off screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student.
I wonder who it is.
I'm flying!
It sounds like it's coming from the broom closet over there.
I don't know, he's
Miriam, would you mind?
inside of the closet. You see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants.
At least they didn't give him a swirly.
Pop, get down from there right now before you have to face my corgi butt.
Let me guess, did Von have something to do with this?
When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad.
It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything.
I can't feel my legs. I've been doing too much heroin.
I think he said, may I be excused?
Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. No one wants to see Pop's booties. Wait a second. Pranks, Clank. Where did that pressure cooker roll off to?
You wait to hear a signature word, beep, or other onomatopoeia. Oh, goodness.
Onomatopoeia.
Not quite. There's a T in there.
Oh,
Onomatopoeia.
onomatopoeia. I don't know how you say
Automatopoeia.
on. Oh, this is the onomatopoeia of the singularity. The plot thickens.
But there's none.
Somehow we must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it's been a long semester. Tears, tears.
Wow. 3 whole days long.
Getting a little bit sentimental over here, David. Getting a little sad.
But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish.
I made tender udon noodles and savory soup. It can fit in the palm of your hand. Are those chopsticks? Wow.
Yeah.
How could you use those?
This is for a gnome.
My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Narutomaki? Or Narutomaki? I spy a float in its itsy bitsy bowl. The attention to detail is immaculate, Mary.
Yes, chef.
Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name.
Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself.
Made from babies.
Oh my goodness, Dave.
Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl.
Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself.
And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup.
He's like crying right now.
A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with so much love poured in it as yours.
Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug.
Thank you, old Poyo, for believing. My goodness, I can't. For helping me to believe in myself.
Von, you're up. Now describe your dish.
I made uni over smooth egg custard and an axe-hewn urchin shell topped with caviar.
Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a different colored type of urchin?
I don't know at all what that just said.
Some type of food. Yes, Sprinkles.
Why is he jumping like that? Do you see the way he's like jumping?
Mm-hmm.
His feet aren't on the ground.
A bit much, don't you think?
That's exactly why I did it. I bet much is my kind of brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around.
Woof, woof.
Be gentle with my cuisine! Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first. But he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded.
Look at the face he's making. So much expression.
How's he gonna taste anything else?
I love the chubby cheeks, like the barf face. That's really funny.
Youch! My tongue.
Professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting.
I can't eat this. It keeps poking my tongue. Disqualified.
A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat. Why are we such savages, man?
Dejected, Von does not go gentle into the night.
No, he goes very rough into the night.
Disqualified for glamour?
Don't discount simplicity.
This isn't the last you've heard of me. For forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk.
The cure
Yes,
of
let me
all,
graciously lap up this milk.
the cure to all things, even
Milk.
cancer.
I know.
Even
I'm a dog.
lactose intolerance. Milk.
Dogs don't even drink milk except in their pups.
I know. I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley, it's time to step up. Now describe your dish.
I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass.
That actually doesn't sound too bad.
Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece.
Don't eat the food at a cooking school?
Got toast in your ears or something, El Pollo? Told you, it's a display piece.
Ashley, I must say it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school.
It's gonna taste like dirt.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam.
There's a on Netflix, Zac Efron had a documentary called Down to Earth.
Okay.
There's this place where they go to eat. I can't remember if it's in Iceland, but anyway, it's inside of this shop, and the stuff that is prepared there looks so gross. Like it's like leaves and got moss on it and stuff. And they're just like, oh, it's so natural and stuff. The guy
Where
he's
did
with
you
is
say this was?
it's on Netflix.
No, like where did he go?
Yeah, I know for certain he went to Iceland, but I can't remember if the shop that he went to was in Iceland, but it's in the show Down to Earth. And he's there with a big old broy hippie guy who's like, he's his co-host that goes to different places with him. But anyway, yeah, that shop had like some of the most disgusting, like it looked like they just went and got a rake and brought it to the table, like scooped up some stuff from the front lawn and brought it to the table. It looked gross.
Yeah,
And then
they ate some
then
very
put-
different seafood.
Yeah, and then put like chocolate underneath it. That's literally what it looked like.
Oh, made it all better.
Gross.
If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral.
If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified.
Rage takes over Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up.
Finally.
You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you.
Oof.
And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone.
Eventually, all of us get there. I'm just playing.
This isn't the last you've heard of me either.
I hope it is. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself.
You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together.
2 chefs. What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese
Has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl.
Oh my goodness, David, we've got to go to KFC. I'm dying right now.
Uh-oh. I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drumroll plays.
Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing, and completely blow me away. In 49 years of my life, I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced, and with so many carbs. What were you thinking? No, I'm just playing. It's so delicious. In fact, that everyone passes the class. What a cop out. What is this, a stinking Twilight book? Like everyone, no one dies. You pass, and you pass, and you get a house, and you get a house.
Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win!
Hey!
Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive that even Von Von and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on. How could they be better than this one?
They never would be. The mac and cheese bowl takes the cake every time. Oh my goodness. You know what this looks like?
A ball?
It looks like that scene in Napoleon Dynamite. Lying in my bed, hear the clock and I think of you. Circles, confusion is nothing new. Isn't slow down. Needs out of time. If you're lost and you will find me. Time after time. Hey, you know that song? Come on, baby. If
I
you're
do,
lost
but-
and you're found, I will be waiting. Time after time. Dude, I love that song, man.
Just like hearing you sing it.
I'm sorry, man. I wish we were together. We could sing it together.
Okay, we need to, when this is over, we need to get KFC
Oh,
and watch Napoleon Dynamite.
oh my goodness. We could also watch AI, like we were talking about
That's
earlier.
right. That's right.
We could see that. We could cry tears into our mac and cheese chicken bowl whenever his mom abandons him in the woods.
Oh, spoiler alert.
Oh, my bad.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, man, you got me.
If nobody's seen it by now.
crying already over here.
Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment. To get their groove on! The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance.
Everybody dance now.
Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy.
Cute and cuddly, boys. Cute and...
Oh,
DJ Dog is in the house. The hippity hop hop housey. Ow wow wow wow.
you knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks?
Especially this dog.
Bon and Ashley
Oh my
tell
goodness,
everyone
Bonbon, could you please put some clothes on? That
they've
dude is
committed
totally
them-
Royds Mahoney, by the way.
Ooh, his abs have abs.
Yeah.
His knees have knees. They tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting.
Are we finally going to know this guy's name?
No.
No girls so loud at the graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws.
I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me.
Get out of here immediately. No, it's like, oh, amusing. Now scram. No.
And now that everyone is together,
It's the Spork Monster. He has totally mellowed out.
Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here on out. Well, dude, I just insert words where they're not, man. Like,
Me too.
I wanna read the way I read. I'd prefer that everyone refer to me as my new name, Green Goblin.
Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Monster.
Did you say dudent?
Student.
Oh, I thought you said dudent back there on student.
Maybe?
I heard dudent, but it's probably my ears are clogged.
Dejected. Student walks off.
We'll never know his name.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Bob! He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat.
A crown?
Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do from the school's dean.
Oh, I get it now.
And we get a new wing of the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such.
The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank! He's arrived late to the dance.
Now that I've graduated, I can reveal my truth.
Oh, why has it gotten dirty all of a sudden? Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing.
I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. Hear the singularity.
What?
Say what? I actually feel like I knew it this whole time. Especially when you wouldn't stop talking about triangles. Triangles are awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Now that I've learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? Clank. I don't know what to say. No, definitely not. I will not. Besides, no, obviously, I've just begun to learn who I really am. And this time, for me to devote my life to figuring out, you must come with me now.
You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard.
They did not program me past the age of 16. I understand. Kind of. Humans are weird.
Portal opens up and Clank disappears through it.
Just like Thanos.
He'll be back with more. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, so Cash.
So Cash.
Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. Oh.
Is it the end?
No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. El Pollo, what are you doing sitting all alone?
Lying in my bed. Think of you. Fusion is nothing new. Oh, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance.
I wonder, might you tell me what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person?
Off the top of my head, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, just to name a few.
It truly is my lucky day. Oh, that was you.
Oh,
Would you dance with me?
yes, I'd love to.
As you glide across the dance floor hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off. And I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, El Pollo.
How sweet. We'll work together and play together.
Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself.
But who will help you run your restaurants?
I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be? You found a love connection, but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef?
Those are mutually exclusive, I guess.
Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love? The life of an entrepreneur?
I suppose I could enroll at pastry school.
Oh my dear Pollo, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end!
Maybe. Oh, it is the real end. What do you know? Oh, KFC. It really is the end. Wow. We're gonna have an amazing time. Oh yeah. Fun theme song time.
Oh. Stickers?
It's like the opening of an anime show. So cool. Dude, whoever made this, man.
What? I couldn't hear you.
I was saying it was like the opening of an anime show. Like whoever made that did an amazing job.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Um,
But was it finger looking good?
oh, phew. Felt like
I
it
am-
was finger looking good.
I am hungry.
We do need to get KFC. Dude, that was a lot of fun, man.
I was.
I'm glad that we did that.
So what's on the docket for the next dating simulator?
Let's see.
Have you fallen in love with dating simulators?
Yes, I do wanna play like at least more of like the text games. I noticed that you put on our list Ace Attorney, the Phoenix Wright trilogy games.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually heard of them. I've never watched anyone play it.
Me either.
I wonder if this Escape Backrooms is like multiplayer. Oh, you can explore it with a team up to 4 players. That's cool. Yeah.
Oh, a team of 4 players?
Yeah. This is Taylor Swift's Eras Tour stats. Okay.
Okay.
This is from a blog called way.com. And I think the blog title is 7 Staggering Stats from Taylor Swift's Eras Tour. Read by your boy. Plenty of mistakes coming. Just brace yourselves now. All right. As Taylor Swift's The Eras Tour film dominates theaters across the globe, America's favorite pop sweetheart is enjoying the ride as she races all over the country to watch NFL boyfriend Travis Kelce take the field for the Kansas City Chiefs. We don't have the stats on how often the new duo has gone out, but we can tell you that she is breaking hearts and records everywhere with one of the most successful tours in history. The Eras Tour film has already been the best-selling concert film ever, bringing in $1 million in box office revenue since its debut just one day ago. Only Justin Bieber's Never Say Never comes close with a 99 million revenue report. I'm just trying to understand. Oh, I see what, like, overall it was 99 million. And so day one is crazy to already reach $1 million for a concert film. That's unheard of. Okay. Other incredible stats. This is according to Statista. I'm not sure how you say it. Swift's concerts bring in $13 million every night, every single show. Approximately 72,000 fans are in attendance at each show. That's 2.2 billion already generated in ticket sales just for North America. She's made 100 million in global pre-sales. 146 dates have been announced across 5 continents, and the Eras Tour is being shown at 8,500 theaters in more than 100 countries. Dude. So Swift has become one of the most successful female recording artists ever, only being surpassed by Rihanna in digital record single sales. Rihanna has reached 166 million in sales, while Swift has only done 137. The 12-time Grammy winner is in great company as Beyonce claims the 3rd spot, pulling 114. So the only person in front of her is Rihanna as far as overall digital record single sales. That actually surprises me. Like, I don't know a lot of Rihanna songs. So she's only 33 years old, and she's flying all over to spend time with her new boyfriend. Anyway, that 13 million just each night of her concert, like, I can't wrap my mind around that. That's so much per seat. Like, that's basically $1,000, maybe some change per seat, even in nosebleeds.
And how many concerts was it?
It was 146 dates spread across 5 continents. It is the highest grossing tour ever by a woman and the second highest grossing overall as of August 2023. Good night. I wonder, like, if you adjusted it for inflation, though,
Mm-hmm.
like how that thing, people like, if it was Metallica, Beatles, all that, like, I wonder how that would compare. I'm sure there's an analysis somewhere that's been done, but her ticket prices right now, that's the highest ever by a female artist. It's so crazy. And yeah, she's just kicking it with Travis.
If it's the same price everywhere, that would bring in almost $2 billion.
Yeah. So on that's correct. You're exactly right. On that way.com blog post,
Yeah.
that's exactly what it said. 2.2 billion in ticket sales just in North America. So it probably varies. 2.2 billion though. Like, there's gonna be. We're just waiting for a song about Travis Kelce. It's only a matter of time. Do you know anything
It's
about
either a love song or a breakup song coming?
Why not both? Double the money.
Oh!
No. We were both young when we went to Thanksgiving. Kansas City said, I'm standing there, fully unprepared for your love. But anyway, yeah, dude, it's crazy. They said something. Hold on. We're not done with this yet. I need to get off here in a second, but we're not done yet. Taylor.
Feel like she could single-handedly pay for all the research to cure cancer?
October 4th, 2023. Taylor Swift made an appearance at the Jets-Chiefs game on Sunday, and everyone took notice. This is according to Yahoo Finance, an article there. Official numbers for the Nielsen show that peak viewership reached over 27 million people, with a 53% rise in viewership among teen girls compared to the season to date average. Like, and so
That's probably
obviously
not that much anyways.
no. And
Teen girls watch a football.
yeah, 53% increase. I have no idea what the number would have been before, but 53% increase is crazy.
And that's just to get a glimpse of her on TV, right?
Yeah. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. I remember. So obviously, Kansas City and the NFL in general is trying to, like, what can we do to make sure that things go really well for Miss Swift and Kelce? Like, we need to capture lightning in a bottle, because right now we're making so much money, gentlemen.
Thank you, Sprinkles.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever you do, make sure that she has premium time at each of these games. Like, if anything goes wrong, if her drink so much as reaches halfway point, you're fired, and you're fired. It's like, I mean, there's just no telling. Like, she is priority number one just because of. Well, there's been a really funny trend too, where that guys who typically watch NFL, they'll set up the phone and hit record, and they'll say things like that to their wives or their girlfriends who are big Swiftie fans, and they'll be like, "Yeah, have you seen like What's that girl's name? It's the blonde girl, and then they'll be like Taylor Swift, and the guy, the boyfriend or husband will be like, yeah, that's it. Travis Kelce, he's really put her on the map. Like, like she's getting a pretty big name nowadays. It's nice of him to do that, and they lose their minds. They're like, like they get so mad and take it all pretty serious. It's hilarious watching it. If I find a few of those videos, I'll send them over.
Please do.
Yeah. I know that you're fully invested in this like me. I can tell, but it's just the data, man. It's always the data with me. So
You relate the data to people. That's what makes it fantastic. You filter it through your brain.
yeah.
It becomes beautiful data.
Oh, the last thing I'll say about this, and then we'll stick a pin in it. Do you know who Scooter Braun is?
No.
Okay. He's this evil, sweaty, filthy pig of a music manager.
Okay.
And he used to be Taylor's music manager. And
Oh, that's right. I think I've heard of him.
I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Just give me the cliff notes.
I also looked up that Michael Jackson game.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a add-on for Gary's Mod.
Oh. That's an old game, bro.
Yeah, it is.
That was like 2005, 2006, somewhere in there. Like, had to be, because my friends in high school were talking about Gary's Mod.
Mm-hmm.
Just creeping me out all the time, bro.
Yeah, 2006.
Boom. Oh my goodness. Call me a sniper, because I just took that one right out the sky.
Woo!
Stretchy stretch. Okay. Can someone please just explain?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he was a lot of people's manager. On August 18th, Puck News' Matthew Belloni, that's literally his name, but it's Belloni. Belloni.
Always Italian.
That Matthew's full of baloney. Reported that Justin Bieber was looking for new management after a silent split from Scooter Braun, according to multiple sources per baloney. How can you believe him? The duo hadn't been in contact for months, and Bieber was looking for an exit despite still being under contract. Whatever. Okay. The gist is that Scooter Braun makes money off of all of her like old popular songs that were recorded under his name while he was managing it. Taylor has gone and she has re-recorded several of her albums, and they're now under what's called Taylor's version. And so now all the Swifties and people that support her will now they'll take off all the old music that they used to have saved on their Spotify and Apple Music, and they're replacing it with Taylor's version. And so, like, if you want to, like, ever say to a Swiftie, I bet you still listen to the corporate pigs version music, Scooter Braun, making him even fatter with cash instead of listening to Taylor's version, like it's like,
Ah.
So she's went back and recorded it all. That's That's a pretty big deal. Can you imagine having to go
Yeah.
back through like 3 or 4 albums? Ugh, forget it, man.
Yeah, that would take a while.
Yeah. But there's no website known to man that'll explain in layman's terms why. It just wants you to scroll. They want to get their money. All of those websites are run by Scooter Braun. That's really the story there. Anyway. All right, buddy. I need to head to that Bible study. But
All right,
new
man.
games together very soon. I'm so excited to play together.
Yeah. Be good times.
And we still have to get KFC and watch Napoleon Dynamite here time after time and watch Artificial Intelligence
That's right.
and see
Got
his
quite a
mom
to-do
leave him in
list.
the woods, you know. And cry copious tears and have a box of tissues that
Mhm.
I'll bring over from CVS Pharmacy. It's going to be an amazing night.
That's right. Elizabeth only thinks she had some emotional movies and TV shows she's watched.
Elizabeth has no idea.
The worst is yet to come. Or best?
Best worst.
We'll find out.
What sounds better, worst best or best worst? I think
I like
worst
them
best.
together.
I think worst best sounds better than best worst.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. You know who does know why?
No.
Scooter Braun. No, I'm so excited about the next games we're gonna get to play.
Yeah.
I think that this was
Good
a really
stuff.
good. It was a very long 3-day semester, but it's the perfect thing to ease us into this and get kind of a rhythm.
Yeah.
I was all
That's right.
rigid. I was like a breadstick. I had no rhythm.
Hello, Greg.
I'm all Greg. I'm so proud of Elizabeth. Every time that I
Uh-huh.
start to quote just a small, obscure reference from old Greg, she lets me know that she knows what it is by saying
very good.
stop.
Is it the voice?
Yeah, because I'm always like, maybe I will deal with it. Man.
So many great quotes from that, though.
Oh.
They're so applicable.
There are so many, David.
Have you ever watched that show through?
No, Mighty Boosh.
Uh-huh.
Mm-mm.
There's some bizarre episodes just like that one. There's some good ones.
Yeah, we ought to make a collection, and then we can watch it after crying and Artificial Intelligence.
Sounds like a plan.
I just want to find the blue fairy mother.
Is this the animated AI movie?
Mm-mm. The one I'm talking about was live action, made by Stanley Kubrick and Steven Spielberg.
Oh, this is much older than I was thinking.
Kubrick started the movie, and I think he
Mhm.
came up with a lot of the elements, but he thought
Mhm.
that Spielberg could do a better job, especially on ending it. So I think he like handed it off. They both had a lot of respect for each other,
Mm-hmm.
which is pretty cool. It's like,
Yeah. Couple of good guys working on a project together.
mhm. I think that in our relationship, I feel
Mhm.
like that you'd be Spielberg, this very clean cut, like got a happy disposition, like an eye for design and how to make things
Mhm.
beautiful. While I'm over here,
Coming up with good ideas.
while I'm over
Do you
here.
feel like an idea guy?
Yeah. I'm over here with like an ugly crow's nest of hair that looking like I just woke up making movies about a creepy man in the UK drinking a tall glass of milk.
I see you come over with crazy hair and there's just a light bulb
Yeah.
matted in your matted hair. Oh.
We have to build a monolith. Seen the future, Davis.
Yeah. Kubrick was a little cuckoo. I used to tell
he
Mike.
is.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Well, he
Yeah.
is Larry's favorite director.
Yep. Matt recently watched 2001 and
Uh-huh.
he goes, I just overall very dumb movie. He was like, there were a few cool things. He's like, I liked Hal. I like the time on the ship when he's trying to outsmart Hal and trying to
Mhm.
survive. But he's like, that 15-minute acid trip through space. What was that? What even was that? He's like, so why is my father, what does my father see in this? I can't believe you've done this. But I used to tell Mike, compared to Mike, I was not the ideas guy. I was Wozniak and he was Steve.
Hmm.
Like, he'd be the guy that would be like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we could throw this together and if you could have this view and, you know, we'd have these selections. Like, wouldn't that be so nice? Like, and he'd be the dreamer and I'd like have to go back to my computer and spend a few days recalibrating stuff and show it to him just for him to poop all over it and be like, yeah, I mean, but wouldn't it be even cooler if it, you know, could do this? And I'm like, I built it the exact way that you said to build it. And next time I'm going to record what you say that way that, yeah.
Wouldn't it be cool if it was built the opposite way?
Be a lot cooler if you did.
Yeah. No, he wasn't that bad about, like going back on his ideas and changing everything. I got so used to building things for him though. Like that was a really fun time. It really did feel like early days of Apple. Like he came over and had so many good ideas for like a ton of reports that didn't exist yet.
Hmm.
And so, cause he's been around the bend a few times. And so he's already got all these like things that worked really well at other places. And this is like my first big job. So he was filling me with all sorts of inspiration.
Nice.
And now I get to like go and be the Mike of other places now and carry on
Yeah.
his legacy, which is really cool.
You have become the master of ideas and telling people what to do.
Yeah. Yeah, he was something, man. I wish that you could, I'd love for you to get to meet Mike. He's seriously one of the funniest people. I'll end this whole thing on one last note. Something really great about Mike. He was so incredibly funny. We had this
funny.
We had this IT guy, and I'm trying to remember his name was Bart, and he was over all of IT, and there was this thing in that world for our client. It was called Project One.
Okay.
And so he would deflect any new things brought up by anyone. He would say, "Oh, sorry, I can't. I won't be able to touch that for at least the next 2 years. I'm neck deep in Project One right now." And Mike got so sick and tired of being deflected. He said in the meeting one time, I don't even think Bart was in the room. He goes, "Do you think that works with Bart's wife? Like, honey, I need you to go out and mow the lawn. Sorry, I am neck deep in Project One right now." I'm like, oh man, he was so incredibly funny. There was another amazing time. This was with one of my coworkers, Alex.
Okay.
Alex was the biggest Spider-Man fan I've ever met. He loves Spider-Man, and Mike kept bringing around this picture showing his little grandson doing like a Spider-Man pose, like, you know, acting like he's shooting web out of his fingers.
Mm-hmm.
And he was showing all of us on the data team, isn't that so cool? Like, look at my grandson and stuff. And we're all like, oh, it's so cute. He takes it over to Alex, and Alex is like, he's actually like, Spider-Man doesn't hold his hands like that. And Mike goes, dude, he's 2 years old. He's so funny. Dude, he's 2 years old, man. Come on. Anyway. All right, buddy. I hope you have a good rest of your night.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, thanks for hopping on.
Enjoyed the study. It was fun.
Yeah,
Always fun.
I'll
Now I need to go eat.
Yeah,
You need to study and only dream of chicken.
Yeah, Lord willing, I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, man.
All right, see ya.
Bye.